Hello students, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. In our last video we have started chapter number 12, that is applications of trigonometry. We have discussed few important points like line of sight, angle of elevation, angle of depression. I hope you all have gone through all those points, and also we have started exercise 12.1 in which we have done starting two questions. Now proceeding to question number 3, that is a bit different when compared to question number 1 and question number 2. Okay. So question number 3 says that a contractor wants to set up a slide for the children to play in the park. The contractor is wanting to set up a slide in the park for the children, and he wants to set it up at a height of 2 meter. He wants to set up that slide at a height of 2 meter and by making an angle 30 degree with the ground. And that slide should be at a height of 2 meter as well as that should make 30 degree angle with the ground, he is saying. We need to find out what should be length of that particular slide we need to calculate. Okay students, so now see how to do this one. Firstly, we will draw a diagram as per the given data. So he wants to set it up a slide at a height of 2 meter, right? So this is the height of 2 meter from the ground, and he wants to set it up a slide at this height, and that slide should make with 30 degree angle with the ground. Okay students, so the slide is making 30 degree angle with the ground and it is at a height of 2 meters. So what we will do, this we will take as AB and this we will take as C. So what is AB? It is at a height the slide has been set up, and AC is the length of the slide. Okay, so that only we will write over here. Let AB is equal to height at which the slide is set up. So the slide is set up at a height of 2 meter, which is nothing but AB is 2 meter. Now here what is the length of the slide, because he asked to find out what should be the length of the slide. So here AC is the length of the slide, so that we will consider, because BC we don't require. Okay, AC is length of the slide, that we need to find out. We will take it as X. Okay, length of the slide we will take as X. So, see, remember students, for another thing we will take X or Y. For heights it's good if you take H, and for the distance it's good if you take D. Okay, so here length of the slide is Z, that is the reason I have taken it as X. Okay students, so now as we are having AB and we need to find out AC. This angle is given, that angle is angle ACB equals to 30 degree. Now with respect to this 30 degree angle, you see this is which side, this is which side. With respect to this angle, this is opposite side and this is hypotenuse side. And as I said, always we will consider starting three ratios in this chapter, either sine, cos or tan. So here opposite hypotenuse, this both the sides ratio is related to sine theta. So that only we will consider now. In triangle ABC, I am going to take which ratio? Sine ratio. Okay, sine theta, which is nothing but sine 30 degree, is opposite by hypotenuse AB divided by AC. The value of sine 30, when you observe the trigonometric ratio of specific angles table, you will get the value of sine 30 as 1 by 2 equals to AB is 2 and AC we took as X. Now cross multiplying, X1s are X, 2 2s are 4. X1s are X, 2 2s are 4. So the value of X we got as 4, that is nothing but the length of the slide should be 4 meter. At last we will write, therefore length of the slide should be 4 meters. Okay students, very easy one more question, just note down, then we will go for next question. Now question number 4 students, length of the shadow of a 15 meter high pole. There is a pole whose height is 15 meter and the shadow length of that pole is 5 root 3 meters at 7 o'clock in the morning. this question, this statement needs to be understand first. Length of the shadow of a 15-meter high pole. 15 meter is not the length of the shadow. The length of the shadow of 15-meter high pole. The height of the pole is 15 meter and length of the shadow is 5√3 meters at 7 o'clock in the morning because of the sun rays, obviously. So he is asking, then what is the angle of the elevation of the sun rays with the ground at that time? What angle those sun rays are making with the ground at the time, that we need to calculate. Okay students, so firstly I will draw a pole. I will take it as AB and he said the height of the pole is 15 meters. Okay, and here we are talking about shadow. See students, shadow is always in the ground. What few students will do, they will take shadow like this. Our shadow does not comes from our head, it goes from our foot. Okay, so this is the shadow of that pole whose shadow length is 5√3 meters. It is said in the question. Now we need to find out, these are the rays that is falling onto the ground. So this angle we need to calculate. What is the angle of elevation of sun rays with the ground at the time, we said. So here, as the angle is missing in this question, we will take it as theta. Now we will do what are the assumptions as per the diagram. Let AB is what here? Yes, it is height. AB is height of the pole. Write the spelling of height correctly. It is H-E-I-G-H-T. Height of the pole, which is 15 meters. Next, length of the shadow is, this I take as BC. BC is length of the shadow. Length of the shadow is how much? It is 5√3 meters. Okay students. Now as angle we are finding, here angle ACB we have considered as theta. Okay students. Till now either we are finding height or we are finding distance or we are finding this hypotenuse side. But here two sides are given. In that questions angle will be angle were given, but here angle is missing. So this angle we need to find out. That is the reason we have taken it as theta. Okay students. So now with respect to this theta, see both the sides which are given. This is opposite side and this is adjacent side. This is hypotenuse which is missing. So opposite and adjacent is related to which ratio? They are related to tan theta. So we will take tan theta for this particular triangle. In triangle ABC, I am taking tan theta. As angle is not there here, theta only we need to take. So tan theta formula is opposite by adjacent. Opposite side is AB and adjacent side is BC. Okay students, as here this tan theta continues till the end, till we get the value of theta. AB value is 15 and BC value is divided by 5√3. Okay students, 15 divided by 5√3. We can cancel this 5 and this 15. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15. Okay students, so this is tan theta equals to 3 divided by √3. As we have discussed in question number 1 and 2 that denominator should not be irrational, but here it is √3. So what we have to do, we have to rationalize. And how to rationalize this? With the same irrational you need to multiply numerator as well as denominator. So here tan theta equals to √3 is there no here in the denominator, so we will multiply numerator and denominator with √3 only to rationalize the denominator. So 3 into √3 divided by √3 into √3. Okay students, so what will happen now? Tan theta equals to 3 into √3 will become 3√3 and √3 into √3 will become 3. This we have learned. Now this irrational changes to rational. Again we can cancel this. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, we can cancel. Tan theta we got as √3. This value we are having in our trigonometric ratios of specific angles table. So when you look into that table, you will notice that we know that under tan ratio at 60 degree you will find root 3 value. It means that what is the value of theta? Theta value is 60 degree. Okay, tan goes with tan, root 3 goes with root 3, and theta, in place of theta we got 60 degree, right? So the value of theta is 60 degree. In hurry, don't write theta as tan 60. Tan is not an angle. So theta is only angle. So theta value is 60 degree we got. So at last we need to write, therefore angle of elevation of sun rays, angle of elevation of sun rays, angle of elevation of sun rays with the ground, angle of elevation of sun rays with the ground at 7 o'clock, because he has mentioned the time. So angle of elevation of sun rays with the ground at 7 o'clock is, how much we got, students? We got it as 60. We got it as 60 degree. Okay, then keep it in a box. Angle of elevation of sun rays with the ground at 7 o'clock is 60 degree. So note down this one, then we will go for next question. Now next question, students, you want to erect a pole of height. You want to stand a pole whose height is 10 meter with the support of 3 ropes, and with the support of 3 ropes you are making that pole erect. Okay, each rope has to make an angle 30 degree with the pole. Here the rope is making angle 30 degree with the pole, not with the ground. Till now we were doing with respect to ground. So here the ropes are making angle 30 degree with the ground, with the pole. What should be the length of the rope? We need to find out the length of the rope required, which means overall 3 ropes length you need to calculate. Okay, so here the diagram should be like this. This is the pole AB whose height has mentioned as 10 meters. Now this needs to be made stand with the help of 3 ropes, but I will draw here only 1 rope, and at last what we will do, we will multiply that length of the rope with 3, because length of the 3 ropes is said. We will draw only 1 rope and we will multiply it with 3, then we will get the complete length of the rope. Okay, so this is the ground. Okay students, this is C. So here AB is height of the pole and AC is length of the rope. I am taking it as X. Now here the angle 30 degree is forming with the pole. The rope is forming angle 30 degree with the pole. This is pole. Okay, so here this is the rope. Rope is making 30 degree angle with the pole. If it says with the ground, then here you need to take 30 degree. But here he says with the pole, he said. So that is the reason here we are taking 30 degree. Okay students. So now I will take the diagram data. That is AB is what? Height of the pole. AB is height of the pole. That is how much? 10 meters. Next, AC we need here. So AC is length of 1 rope. Okay, length of 1 rope. As we don't know, we are finding it. That is the reason I have taken it as X. Now this angle CAB. Till now angle was here, so we were taking ACB. Now angle is here, so we have to take angle CAB equals to 30 degree. Now as we need to find out this side, and this side is given to us with respect to this angle C. This is opposite side, which we does not require. So with respect to this one, this is adjacent side and this is hypotenuse side. So adjacent and hypotenuse are involved in cos ratio. So here you need to consider cos ratio. Understand students? I am repeating again. This is opposite side, which is not required to us and which is not given also. This is given, this we want. So this is adjacent side, this is hypotenuse side. So it is a part of cos ratio. So here in this triangle, you need to use cos ratio to find out the length of the rope. Okay. So in triangle ABC, cos 30 degree we are taking here. Cos 30 degree is adjacent by hypotenuse. This is adjacent side AB and hypotenuse side is AC. Cos 30 value, when you see the table of specific angles, you will get cos 30 degree as root 3 by 2. AB is 10 and AC is X. Okay students? So now doing cross multiplication, X into root 3 is X root 3 and 2 into 10 is 20. As we need the value of X, so transposing this root 3 from left to right, they are in multiplication, it changes to division. So you get X equals to 20 upon root 3. As we did just now, the denominator should not be irrational. So multiplying numerator and denominator with this particular root 3. You will get 20 into root 3 divided by root 3 into root 3. So when you multiply it, you will get X equals to 20 into root 3 is 20 root 3 and root 3 into root 3 is 3. And using this 3 table, you cannot cancel 20. And somehow this root 3 you cannot cancel because that is irrational, this is rational number. So 3 and 20, 20 is not divisible by 3. So we will keep this as it is. This is the length of one rope. But we need how many ropes over here? Total ropes we required is 3. So at last, total length of 3 ropes. What we have to do to calculate the length of the complete 3 ropes? 3 multiplied with length of one rope, that is 20 root 3 divided by 3. So we can cancel this 3 and this 3. We will get the answer as 20 root 3 meters, or as I said in a question that we have done, question number 2, tree breaks down question. Therein root 3 value is 1.732. So multiplying it with 20 into 1.732. Okay. So when you multiply 2 with this, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 7s are 14, 2 1s are 2 plus 1 is 3. So you get like this 34.640. When you multiply 2 with this, you will get 3464. And here 0 is also there, that 0 at last we will write. So in this number, before 3 digits there is a decimal point. So before 3 digit I am taking decimal point. As at last, as we are having 0, the 0 should be ignored. That 0 should be ignored. We will get the answer as 34.64 meters. Okay, students. So the length of the 3 ropes that is needed to erect a pole of height 10 meter is 34.64 meters. So note down this one. Then we will go for the next question of this exercise. Now question number 6, students. Suppose you are shooting an arrow. You are shooting an arrow from the top of a building. You are at the top of a building and you are shooting an arrow at an height of 6 meter. The building top where you are standing is at a height of 6 meter to a target on the ground. You are shooting a target on the ground at an angle of depression of 60 degree. Till now we were doing the problems related to angle of elevation. This problem involves angle of depression, that is 60 degree. Okay students, you are standing at the top of a building which is at 6 meters and you are shooting an arrow to a target on the ground at angle of depression 60 degree. What is the distance between you and the object? That distance you need to find out between you as well as the object. So I draw first, this is building, suppose AB I am taking it as, and its height is 6 meters. You are standing over here and you are shooting an arrow onto the ground, to a target which is onto the ground. You are shooting like this an arrow and angle of depression is 60 degree said. So here horizontal we need to draw first, as we have discussed in first class. Always angle of elevation or angle of depression should be taken with reference to the horizontal. So whenever this angle of elevation is involved, ground becomes horizontal. But here as we are at the top of the building, so here we need to draw one horizontal and then here we need to take it as 60 degree. In hurry, don't take here 60 degree because this is vertical. So here horizontal and this is your line of sight wherein you are shooting an arrow onto the ground. Understand students? So the angle between the horizontal and line of sight if here the line of sight is below the horizontal, then this is known as angle of depression. Understand? So if this is 60 degree, this is also 60 degree, because triangle is not forming over here, triangle is forming over here. So if this is 60 degree, then this is also 60 degree, because the horizontal that you are drawing is parallel to this ground. Okay, so when the two lines are parallel, this line of sight is acting as transversal. So if this angle is 60 degree, this is also 60 degree with respect to the property of alternate angles. Okay, this you have learned from 7th class onwards. You are going on learning about these alternate angles. So that only we will write now. Let AB is what? Height of the where you are standing, that is building, that is 6 meters given in the question. Now AC we need, this is C, taking it as X. So AC is what actually, students? It is the distance between you and the object. This is missing, so we have taken it as X. Now this I take as P. Angle PAC is equal to angle ACB equals to 60 degree. I am taking with respect to what angles I said? Alternate angles. Okay, students? If only one angle was there, we will write that angle only. But here, with respect to angle of depression, we are taking angle of elevation is also same. As I said, when you are standing at the top of a building and you are seeing at an object, so the angle with your eyes to that object is same as the angle when you see with that object to your eyes. Okay, so this is 60 degree with respect to alternate angles we have taken. Now taking this triangle to find out this X, because it is the distance between you and the object. So with respect to this angle, you see this is opposite side and this is hypotenuse side. So opposite and hypotenuse are involved in sine ratio. So taking sine ratio for this triangle, in triangle ABC, sine 60 degree equals to opposite by hypotenuse, AB by AC. Okay, students? So sine 60 value, when you see the table, you will get it as root 3 divided by 2. AB is 6 and AC is X. Okay, students? Cross multiplying now. Root 3 in X into root 3 is X root 3, and this 2 6 are 12. Again transposing this root 3 from here to there, so you will get X equals to 12 divided by root 3. Again we got root 3 in the denominator, so rationalizing it, X equals to 12 into root 3 divided by root 3 into root 3. So what will happen now? 12 into root 3 you will get as 12 root 3, and root 3 into root 3, as you know, you will get it as only 3. 3 ones are, 3 fours are, gets cancelled. X equals to 4 root 3, or when you substitute the value of root 3 as 1.732, you will get it as 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, 4 sevens are 28 plus 1 is 29, 4 ones are 4 plus 2 is 6, 6.928 meters you will get. Okay, students? So this is the distance between you and the object. At last we will write distance between you and the object is 6.928 meters. We'll do one thing, students. Instead of this U, we will write person, because it may be anything, person or observer. It's good if you write. So instead of U, we will write person. Distance between person and the object. Okay, students? So note down this one, then we will do next question. Now question number 7, students. An electrician wants to repair an electric connection on a pole of height 9 meter. The electrician has to do some repair work on a pole whose height is 9 meter. He needs to reach 1.8 meter below the top of that pole to do the repair work. So for doing that repairing work, he is not going till the top. He is going 1.8 meter below the top of that pole. What should be the length of the ladder which he should use to reach that 1.8 meter below the top of the pole? What should be the length of the ladder should he use, that we need to find out. When he climbs it at an angle of 60 degree with the ground, that ladder is making 60 degree angle with the ground, it seems. So that length of the ladder we need to calculate, students. And also he is asking what will be the distance between foot of the ladder and foot of the pole. That distance also we need to calculate. Okay, students. So as per this given data, firstly we will draw the diagram. This is the pole AB whose height is how much? 9 meters. Okay, from top to foot completely it is 9 meter. But the ladder has been set up at 1.8 meter below the top of the pole. Let us take this as C. This distance is 1.8 meters because the ladder is at 1.8 meter below the top of the pole. Okay, so here that electrician will be doing some repair work. This is the ladder which is making 60 degree angle with the ground. Okay, so this is how much. Suppose from here to till here it is completely 9 meter. Okay, so if this is 1.8 meters, so 9 minus 1.8 gives you 7.2 meters. Okay, students, so this we need to use. We don't require 9. 9 is just given to subtract this 1.8 so that we can get this data. Okay, 7.82 meters we got this one. This is the length of the ladder. I take it as D. So this will be X, and this is the distance also he asked. What will be the distance between foot of the ladder and foot of the pole? Okay, so this I take as D. Okay, students, small d. Now let AB is what? AB is height of the pole, which is how much? 9 meters. Next, C is a point on the pole at 1.8 meters below its top. Here we have taken one point C, which is 1.8 meters below the top. Okay, below its top means below the top of the pole. So here AC is actually 1.8 meters. Then CB we need to see. CB will be 9 minus that 1.8, which is nothing but 7.2 meters when you subtract 9 minus 1.8. So for CB, from this complete 9, you need to take out this 1.8 so that you should get 7.2 meters. Now, CD is length of the ladder. Okay, students, CD is what? It is length of the ladder we have taken as X, and DB is what? DB is distance. Distance between foot of the ladder and foot of the pole. Foot of the pole, and we have assumed it as small d. Understand, students? So we have drawn the diagram as per the given data of the question, and what are the different terms we are assuming, that also we have noted down over here. Now we will proceed for finding this x as well as this d. So first of all, try to find out this x, because that has been asked first. What should be the length of the ladder? So with this triangle, when you see with respect to this angle, this is opposite side and this is hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse are involved in sine ratio. Okay. So in triangle BCD, first I am taking which ratio, student? Sine ratio. Sine 60 degree equals to opposite by hypotenuse. So this is opposite, which is CB we took, right? CB divided by CD, opposite by hypotenuse. So sine 60 value is root 3 by 2 equals to CB is 7.2 divided by CD is x. Now cross multiplication, x into root 3 is x root 3 and 2 into 7.2 gives you 14.4. Okay students, now x is equal to 14.4 by root 3. Multiplication changes to division. Then rationalizing it, 14.4 into root 3 divided by root 3 into root 3. So 14.4 into root 3 will be, students, it will be 14.4 root 3 divided by root 3 into root 3 gives you 3. Okay students, so cancelling 3 and this 14.4 now. They are divisible. 3 ones are 3. 3 fours are 12 students. 2 are remaining here. When this 2 goes beside over here, you will get 24. But there is a decimal point in between, so I will take decimal point. Then 3 8s are, as it became 24, 3 8s are 24. So I got x value as 4.8 root 3. Okay students, so I got the length of the ladder, which is 4.8 root 3. Now proceeding to this BD, before that let us try to multiply this 4.8 and root 3 also. X equals to 4.8 into, what is the value of root 3? The value of root 3 is 1.732. Okay students, so when you multiply 4.8 into 1.732, you will get 8.3136 as your answer. So x value is 8.3136 meters. Okay students, so this we got the length of the ladder. Now proceeding to finding this distance. Okay, so same triangle, in triangle BCD. Now in this triangle we were having opposite side already. Now we got hypotenuse also over here. This is adjacent side which is missing. So you can go for any ratio, either cos or tan. I will go for cos 60 degree. So cos ratio I am taking. Cos 60 degree equals to adjacent by hypotenuse. So as per this triangle, this is opposite but this is adjacent. Adjacent is DB and hypotenuse is same, that is CD. Okay. So cos 60 degree value is 1 by 2 as per the table, and DB is D, and CD, just now we got CD, that is 8.3136. Okay students, so as we need to find out D, this is in division, so transposing it over here, 8.3136 into 1 is 8.3136 only, divided by 2 equals to D. So cancelling this and this now, 2 ones are 2 gets cancelled, 2 fours are 8 you will get, then you have decimal point, this is 3, so 2 ones are 2, 1 remains, 1 goes beside it become 11, 2 fives are 10, again 1 remains, 1 goes beside it will become 13, 2 six are 12, again 1 remains, 1 goes beside it will become 16, 2 eights are 16. Okay students, the value of D is 4.1568 meters. So at last you can write length of the ladder. Length of the ladder is 8.3136 meters. And next thing, D is nothing but distance between their foots, right? So distance distance between foot of the ladder and foot of the pole. Distance between foot of the ladder and foot of the pole is how much, students? It is 4.1568 meters. Okay, 4.1568 meters. So keep this in a box. You got both the things that has been asked in the question. Okay, students. So with this, I'll wind up today's session. We will continue with the remaining problems of this exercise in our next video. So till then, copy all these questions, whatever we have discussed in today's video, and practice all these problems very well, because that questions also will be getting for almost 1 4-mark question, 1 2-mark, 1 1-mark question you will be getting in your exams. So practice all these questions, because today's questions whatever we have done are very easy. Okay, except this one. This question is somewhat lengthier. Remaining were very easy. So prepare today itself. Remaining questions we will do in next class. Okay. Thank you all of you. Till then, take care of yourself. Have a good day.